Was revenge.
Most assuredly, yes.
The pieces of the puzzle were now coming together quickly. The FBI determined the gun Den Hollander used to kill himself was the same one he used to kill Daniel and Mark Angelucci.
Same .380 caliber handgun, which was legally purchased in the 1980s.
Agent Denahan and his team tracked Den Hollander's movements minute by minute. His 2-week spree began when he got on a train in New York City.
He took Amtrak out to California, bringing the weapon with him.
Surveillance cameras captured him at the Los Angeles train station and at the one in San Bernardino. He spent a few days in the area, Denahan says, most likely tracking Mark, waiting for the perfect time to kill him.
And then how does he get back?
Same way. He immediately returned the same way.
He then picked up the silver rental car in Philly and drove to New Jersey.
Tracking his cell phone, we were able to put him down near very close proximity to the judge's residence, hours and days before the attack, which indicated us that he was watching her and trying to develop a pattern of life.
So why was Den Hollander targeting the judge? She had nothing to do with Mark Angelucci's lawsuit. Turned out, Den Hollander had filed a similar lawsuit involving the draft. His case was in New Jersey, and presiding over the case was none other than Judge Esther Salas.
I knew the case, but it wasn't one that sort of even registered as a potential threat.
And you were sort of on his side, and I mean, you ruled for him.
That's the ironic part.
The judge had allowed Den Hollander's case to move forward.
You must have asked yourself, well, why? Why my family?
No, but as someone once told me, he hated you the moment you were born. And that is something I couldn't change.
Because you're a woman.
Because I'm a woman and I'm Hispanic.
Among the hundreds of pages in the manifesto, Denahan found multiple references to Judge Salas.
And he said things about her, that she was hot, but then he said she was lazy.
Yeah, he impugned the judge extensively. He had problems with her. He had problems with a lot of women.
But perhaps his biggest problem with the judge was that he thought the case was moving too slowly. His case was lagging far behind Mark Angelucci's.
And he began not to focus on the legal side of it, but on her personally. He believed that she was specifically slowing down his lawsuit.
Agents were left to wonder if Den Hollander's vendetta was against the judge. Why didn't he finish the job and shoot her?
Danny and Mark basically put up a strong enough defense of their home that it precluded him from coming forward. Whether it was just their body posture, the way they angled the door, the attitude they portrayed, whatever it was, Hollander must have felt that way, and that's why he fired immediately and then fled.
I asked the agents, why do you think he didn't come into the house to come finish me? I was his target. And the agent's line, which will stay with me forever, is that he was met by superior forces. My son and his father.
And now his mother hopes that her son's sacrifice will save other lives. In December 2022, President Biden signed the Daniel Andrel Judicial Security and Privacy Act into law. The bipartisan legislation increases the ability of the U.S. Marshals to protect federal judges with additional funding and manpower. It also takes measures to prohibit data brokers from selling judges' personal information, as well as other steps to keep judges safe.
You know, maybe we can't stop every bad thing from happening to any federal judge in the future, but we can make it darn hard for them to track us down.
The judge has begun to pick up the pieces of her life, staying by her husband's side as he recovers.
Has this made you two stronger?
It has. It's just us two now, and our dogs. We've been inseparable since this happened.
And she took a bold step to help her move forward.
I forgave this man during a mass at our home.
I don't know how you did that.
I remember holding Mark's hand, bowing my head, and saying, God, I forgive him. And I said it 3 times. And from that moment on, I feel lighter.
In March 2021, this trailblazing judge returned to the bench.
I absolutely love being a United States District Judge. It's a dream come true, and this man took the most important thing in my life. I can't let him take anything else from me.
You don't want Daniel to be forgotten.
Yeah.
What do you want people to leave with?
You know, I want people to remember Daniel for what he was. He was pure joy. He was pure love. He was a boy who thought of everyone before himself.